I cannot think of any other sorceries I might want at this moment. I'll just have to defeat a warlock, and I could have any sorcery. Can't think of anything that I really want that badly, though. I have a white amulet. If I want to save one wall tavern, I'll have to use it. Oh, welcome back for this list. Hello again. I'm probably gonna play Shandalar 2016 for like an hour or two, then go sleep. I got some new clothes, money, socks. Mostly practical stuff. Also a pair of new shoes. He's a warlock. Accept tribute for your mercy. I'll just do they'll just make me duel him anyways. I was gonna probably duel him anyways. Oh wow, Castlevania hoodie. Didn't even know they made those. How did I not know they had even made those? I'm gonna try my 2-land hand here. Maybe I'll draw a 3rd land and it won't be so bad. I have blue and red from this, and then white from the basic planes. We're good. This can be any colors I need, basically. The entire design is on the... They didn't think to put anything on the front of the hoodie? You serious? Alright, now good luck. True name Nemesis now has protection from the chosen player. Of course, I choose my opponent, so that means... They can't target it with anything, they can't block it, they can't do damage to it. There's very few ways of removing one of these from the field once it resolves. Oh, if I need card advantage, then there's also Skull Clamp. Okay, recast Death Baron, this is fine, I'll just heal accept to kill it again. Free Dark Ritual, plus any sorcery of my choosing. I guess I'll look through the blue sorceries, maybe there's gonna be something I forgot about that really, that stands out as something that's good. Maybe there's something in here that's extremely good I forgot about. If I want to take an extra turn for 5 mana. Clone Legion for each creature target player controls, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Are we getting to 9 mana though? Probably not. I have one I believe I have one Eldrazi card. And it costs 15 mana to cast that. With the money I got, I could, like... Okay, then again, don't consoles go for, like, new consoles typically go for, like, 500 bucks these days, if not more. It's like at this point, I don't know, just buy like a new PC. Sure, it's probably gonna be like double the price to get a good one, but... You're gonna be able to play even more games on that, and it should last... I would hope it would last even longer than like the new console. Also, not to mention just the fact there's all these games you can just find for free. If you don't mind playing older stuff, that is. Which I certainly don't. Take an extra turn after this one. Skip the untap step of that turn. Not quite sure how I would personally make that work. Two extra turns for 10 mana, though. But yeah, who wouldn't want to take 2 extra turns, though? Destroy X target mountains in blue. And we could just do a bunch of damage to all creatures and even summon players, yeah. Destroy X target mountains. Back in the day, like, they cost like 200 on average, didn't they? 200, maybe 300, like, tops. I guess if we want like another like destroy all white permanents. I mean, at least if the consoles last, I guess that sort of justifies. Well, maybe only sort of justifies the price point if the consoles at least last. There was a hoser in white that hates on black creatures. I guess if maybe I want that, because I mean I'm not playing black, and if I go into the black castle with this, I already expect pretty much everybody to be playing at least some black creatures in the black castle. Sure, it may be banned in literally every format, but yeah, let's take this card. Wait, why don't we have 39 cards in here? What did I lose recently? Sells for $335, but yeah, I may want to just have that when going into the Black Castle. The first Wii we bought doesn't work anymore, the second one still does. Hence why we got a second Nintendo Wii. Something in Amanax's tower I apparently didn't grab yet. But I have a village to go save, so I'm gonna do that right now. Change anti-card. Okay. So what if I lose this? I have to probably find a capture card, if anything, first. Play Wii Sports. Wasn't that like one of the games Poofusher played, Wii Party? Yeah, I'm sure I saw like at least one of those playthroughs of his. So you can get nothing but no rolls! Keep hand. I see 3 lands in here. Hallowed Fountain and a fetch land to literally get to any other colors I might be missing. Okay, this will attack me immediately. I'll reveal a land, so... Okay, goes into my hand. And it's quite probably the best land in the game. Only if you have exactly 7 cards in hand, you can just draw a card every turn. For basically no investment, really. Another free land into my hand, okay. 9 cards in hand. What can I preordain into? Well, I can kill that Goblin Guide, too. Pass. I'll draw another card, by the way. Mantis Rider will just attack for 3. Flying Vigilance Haste. Pass. Alright, we've drawn 4 cards off this library so far. And counting. Should be obvious that... yeah, he's gonna run out of cards way before I ever do. I'll just pass. I'll draw. And then I'll mana leak that. Let's play one of my finishers. Pass. I'm gonna Helix this creature he just played to get rid of it. Pass. Gonna gain some more life, yes. Exile this thing. Gain 2 life. Sure. I'll just fly over those anyways. Probability distribution for each total sum of n dice. I believe that would look something like a bell curve. With, let's just say we have 2 dice. Getting a 2 and getting a 12, those are both the least likely outcomes, 1 at 36 each. And then there's like, you can roll a 2 and a 1, or a 1 and a 2 to get a 3, so... that's about, yeah, twice as likely as the 2. Probability distribution for that would most likely, it would look like a bell curve. That's the shape it would probably resemble. I'm just picturing this with like 2 dice, just to keep it simple. Yeah, I would expect results like 6 or 7 to be like the most likely. And yeah, stuff like 2 and 12 to be the least likely. I know I'm not helping much. I see you already know. I see that as like obvious. Red Amulet. Function that returns a percentage for each possibility. Yeah, that I actually have to look deeper into. I'm gonna look at the boss of the White Castle's deck. So yeah, he's splashing blue. He's playing a bit of blue, mostly stuff like Mana Leak, just to disrupt you from casting spells. And Preordained for just, yeah, card selection, card advantage. There's 4 Stoneforge Mystics in here. Yep, 4 of these. Squadron Hawks. 4 of these too. Insanely good equipment like the Jite, Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Feast and Famine, and Batterskull. Further backed up by really good removal like Swords to Plowshares. Oh, I got a counterspell in white here. Library of Alexandria. Yeah, basically, you're basically looking at a Cobblade deck right here. Further buffed by like some pieces of Power 9. Plus a Sol Ring if maybe he needs to ramp into a Baneslayer Angel or something like that. I guess if the rest of his deck can't finish you off, this could. Deck doesn't seem to run many creatures, so yeah, we have board wipes here. At least, like, yeah, 4 destroy all creatures. Doom Traveler, because when it dies, it will just leave another creature token behind that can also just be equipped with this equipment that's in here. 2 Jitte. Probability is a function of number of dice. Yeah, and I know what you're requesting, but... Well, of course, yeah, we're not gonna have a negative number of dice. This should be obvious. That goes without saying. Got blue cards over here, I see. No, it's still making me duel him. I'll still probably beat him easily, though. Skull Clamp. We'll just play this. Okay, that is fine. The removal spell on Mantis Rider. I took probability theory so long ago, to be honest. And yeah, of course, if you're studying computer science, obviously you're gonna have to... You gotta understand probability statistics. Like, that has to be covered. But yeah, I just took mine, like, so long ago. Change anti-card. I don't think I want to do this, still. Blue cards are here, but this Necromancer's on the way unless I just shoot him with lightning. I'm looking at that red castle. And I'm thinking of grabbing a playset of blue Elemental Blast just to make that easier. 1 mana, counter any red spell, destroy any red permanent. I'm gonna defeat a Wind Dragon. I've dueled a bunch of those in one of the dungeons, so... I think this is very doable. So I've locked in. Defeat a Whim. Yeah, that being the dragon that's playing the white-blue-black deck. Start, yeah, looking into getting as many copies of this as I can. Take that into the red castle. That's not who I'm looking for, by the way. Defeat a Whim. So I'm not gonna make it there. Can't find this dragon anywhere, but I can find Torment. He needs 3 more mana taps to cast the spell of Dominion. And my starting life total also went down. guys can give you duplicate cards of your choosing, so I'm gonna go for this. Let's keep that hand, try it. It's gonna be a mirror match, isn't it? We're doing a mirror match. Oh boy. Well, let's bolt this thing. Ancestral Recall. I should counter this so he doesn't draw 3 cards for 1 mana. Mana leak. Pass turn. Okay, I'll take that to the face, it's fine. Pass. Okay, but at least he only has 1 card left in his hand. Pass. My library also came in late. Go. He's just changing this into a elemental, and it's just not even attacking with that. Yeah, that gives me definitely some time to just set up. Yeah, precisely. Now this can, and I guess it will attack me. I'll let it hit me. Anyways, I still beat him. Okay, we are really at the point where just frequently... So what's under attack? Blood Sand Tower. I might want that Mirror Crusader. I think we're really getting to the point where I need to just start doing the castles. I'm not gonna have nearly enough time to just do whatever, because it seems like every 30 seconds now another village comes under attack. At this point I probably have to just, yeah, make a push to beat the game or just fail, like, or just die trying. I think we're at that point where this Shandalar campaign is going to end soon. Foothills can get me to whatever color I'm missing. If I want to mana leak something. Okay, never mind. Pass. Okay, Precinct Captain. I will counter this removal spell. Mana leak. Oh hey, I drew another one of these. I'm gonna Skull Clamp the token that I just made. It will die and I'll just draw 2 cards. Pass. Abrupt Decay. One of these. Precinct Captains. Skull Clamp. I'll just turn that soldier into 2 more cards. Two +1/+1 counters. Abzan Charm. Before the counters get put on the Kitchen Finks, I'm gonna bolt that. Play a land. I'm copying my Archangel. And then... pass. This is definitely fine still. I forgot about this. Okay, that's like, what, a 5/5 soldier we got now? Archangel of Thune, Mana Leak. And then, yeah, you won't be able to survive this. I got a second copy of Mirror Crusader. Bloodsand Tower. Let's see if I can still make it there. Not likely, though, but I'm gonna go for it. What else do we got to lose, really? At this rate, I'm gonna fail a quest because I'm trying to do two things at once here. Up there. May still just be out of reach. It was out of reach. Okay, at least my starting life total did not go down. That could have been worse. At least that didn't decrease. I might just say screw it, go for the Black Castle. I might just simply go for it at this point. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm literally right there. And I have two creatures with protection from black. And double strike. Oh, I even have, like, something that kills every black creature, so that's going in, too. I think this is gonna be the setup I'm gonna go for. Two Precinct Captains with the one Skull Clamp that can just Skull Clamp the tokens, draw some cards for me. Two Mirror Crusaders, Archangel of Thune. Source of Plowshares, Exile. One copy of Cleanse. Vendilion Click, True Name. Phantasmal Image. One Preordained, 2 Mana Leaks, Ancestral Recall. 4 but Lightning Bolt. People are going to start with Hypnotic Spectre sometimes in that Black Castle. I want to have an immediate answer to Spectre. So, 4 Lightning Bolts. I want to answer that, like, the moment it comes down. And then those are my lands. Can't forget the Library of Alexandria. 2 Mantis Riders, 2 Lightning Helixes, and of course my Skull Clamp. Let's just hope it's good enough. Spectral Arena. I just wanted to see what was going to be here. Valuable spells. Security detail. Valuable spells my ass. Got security detail in there. Anyways, if I fail this, I don't lose anything. Dark Ritual into Phyrexian Turn 2 Phyrexian Obliterator. I'll throw my Exile at it. Looks like I won't be the only one drawing extra cards every turn. Let me just see his hand. Underworld Dreams, another Another Phyrexian Obliterator, holy shit. Stalker Hag, Swamp Walk, and Forest Walk. And then every time I draw a card, would do 1 damage to me. Also a second Phyrexian Arena. That's exactly what he's gonna cast. I'm gonna copy it. Okay, maybe if I do need to just bolt something, I want to have the option. Erebos, God of the Dead. And it is a creature. He has enough devotion to black to make that actually a creature. I can't gain life. He can pay 2 life and 2 mana to draw another card. This thing's also, of course, is indestructible. I have like 2 like protection from black creatures though we can just start pummeling him with. Plus this thing flies too. Pass. Oubliette. Declare blockers. Block. Erebos. This thing has shadow. Play a second Mirran Crusader. These guys should just hold back the black creatures. Animate dead, copy Vendilion Click. Anyways, that's fine. If I just attack with everybody, surely I should at least get some damage in, right? And then Lightning Bolt finishes the job. I'm literally right in front of it. Are you brave enough to enter my castle? I kind of have to. We're getting so many invasions on the surrounding villages that there's not really any time to, like, do anything else. I'm not gonna have time to just do whatever I want anymore. At this point, I think I gotta just hope for the best with the deck I did manage to construct in this time period. Put together a pretty solid deck, I just gotta hope it's, like, good enough. Alright, I'm gonna go on Google again. I don't know what Dawn Strider is. I've never seen the card before. I've never seen that thing. Nice. He starts with Hypnotic Spectre, but okay, at least I start with a flying creature too. That is not something I want to lose. It's always nice to have the strip mine. Oh, okay. He mulligans the 4. I'll just get like a free attack on him. Okay. I'll just fetch this at his end step. I'll get another like free hit. Pass. I think we're good to go here. And now the Spectre won't be doing anything. Yep, he got mana screwed. Why don't I just equip this immediately to my precinct captain? If he dies, then yeah, I still draw 2 cards. Why don't I just do that? I'm gonna make a token here. I'll clamp the token, just draw some more cards. And then I'll play a True Name Nemesis. I already see Azar. I already see the Greater Lich. He's right there. This is not a drill, he's right there. Okay, unfortunately I'm not starting with a flying creature this time to just hold back the Spectre. Am I going first at least? Nope. So what I will definitely do is Mountain, Lightning Bolt, Spectre. That's the most obvious thing to do. Is that or literally just, I don't know, have all the cards ripped out of my hand one by one. Exile that. I was thinking about it. I'm gonna do, yes, Sacred Foundry. Actually, I think I'll just play Skull Clamp first. Okay. This comes in tapped. Alright, we're casting it. What do you mean? They have done Magic Arena. Okay, this can at least swing. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of right there. Arena, not even close. Pass. I gotta do something to not die. And now I got something even scarier staring me down. We'll copy it. And then, will it survive a turn cycle? 2 Stormkirk Captains. I'm not even kidding. And I totally do have to block this. 2 Stormkirk Captains. I'm not pulling this back, I don't think. Target me, obviously. Okay, maybe if there wasn't, like, 2 vampires, like, buffing all his creatures. Maybe if this wasn't a 5/6. I don't know, maybe it could have stood a chance. I'm going straight back in, actually. Two Necromancers, I believe I'm looking at. What does the rest of the castle look like? Now I'm just looking to see how I should proceed. Phantasmal Image will have something to copy. It's gonna be that Spectre. You should see the deck I gave that Necromancer. There's also 27 life. Black Lotus. Okay, to do Greed. However many times, to do it twice. Reanimate dead baleful force. On the second turn, mind you. Well, I can copy this thing. I can copy it. Anyways, I'll just pass. Alright, my copy's already gone. That didn't last long at all. If I can maybe just hold out for one more turn, I'll just drop a cleanse and clear the field that way if I can hold out for one more. Unless he just discards it off unless Hintatorok just rips it out of my hand. And that's exactly what happened. And this is exactly what just happened. Literally made me discard the one answer that I had to this board state. Got ripped out of my hand. Reanimate. Who? Yeah, he indeed came out swinging. Exhume? What are we even bringing back? He's at 8. I'd get him to 5. Yeah, not surprising that happened. I can make soldier tokens with this thing. I have Skull Clamp, I could just turn those into like 2 cards each, so you know what, I gotta go for it. Yeah, that Necromancer got a truly nutty start. To really, like, salt the wound, he just, yeah, made me discard Cleanse with his Hintatorok. That would've just, yeah, wiped out everything he had. Yeah, vanilla game... Yeah, the original game had, like, the worst case scenario for you, those minions start with a Hypnotic Spectre, which you pretty much have to be able to answer, like, immediately. Unless you just wanted to, like, literally make you discard everything in your hand. Forest. I'll discard it. Honor of the Pure. So those creatures don't get, like, +1/+1. I wasn't even aware there was a 2010 version. I've heard something about a 2012 version. I'm currently playing, like, the one that has cards up to, like, late 2016. I mean, yeah, late 2016 was a pretty good time to be playing Magic overall. I guess if you, like, ignore the fact that pretty much every single deck in Standard had 4 Smuggler's Copter, and it was, like, mandatory to run that at 4. I guess if you ignore that... Oh, that's protection from black. I'm gonna get rid of the flying creature. Anyways, yeah, my creature won't take damage. Yeah, Trine Nemesis doesn't take damage. So I have, yeah, the one copy of Lightning Helix left over. Alright, just something to quickly, like... Yeah, anything that can replace that missing Lightning Helix. And then I'll just go back in with that and hope for the best. I really do think this is probably the best I can do here. Black Castle, just gonna go straight back for it. I meant to enter it! No, now I gotta duel this Mandarin here. I meant to go in the Black Castle, for some reason I left it. Well, I should be having no trouble here. I think he mulliganed to even fewer than 3 cards. Sometimes the computers do that, and like... I never, if I, like, have a say in it, of course, I never, like, go to anything less than... I don't know. What was I about to say? I never go to anything less than 6. I kind of lost my train of thought somehow. I never want to go to anything below 6. Yeah, he's definitely going to need to draw those 3 cards at this point. I mean, I've already, like, drawn 3 cards myself off my library. There's probably a counter magic in that hand. I mean, only one way to really find out. So he's gonna just, as I'm casting Phantasmal Image, destroy the only creature that it would have to copy. So I lose both those cards. So yeah, I'm down 2 cards now. I'm gonna mana leak that counterspell. If this dies, I'll draw 2 cards from Skull Clamp. It did die. Mox Chet. I'll just draw another card. Okay, you're definitely not killing this. Shouldn't be anyways. Counter Squall, another counter spell. Draw. Helix here. Okay. Death's Shadow finally coming down. Yeah, that's why it was taking so long to cast these Death Shadows. They're gonna lose like power, toughness equal to your life total, and they start at 13, for them being at a measly 4 life. These are just apparently now. These are now 1 mana 9/9s. Merry Christmas, Andy. These are now a pair of 1 mana 9/9s. But they don't fly. And this guy cannot be blocked. At period. Oh, I even won a Death's Shadow. Among some other cards. And Necropolis of Azar. I don't care about that. Centaur Shamans everywhere. Yep. What's the rest of this castle look like? Wow. I mean, I designed the decks for all of these enemies. I definitely did try to make the Centaur Shaman's deck overall less scarier than the Necromancers. I can tell you these guys are not trying to just cheat creatures into play like he is. Well then. I'm gonna try this. This could single-handedly wipe me out. It already did serious damage to my hand. Now I'm just struggling to find my mana here. I guess I can copy something in the meantime. Hopefully buy me some time that way. Okay. So that's a 3/3. Of course it would be. Aura Shards. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. I'll play another Mantis Rider. And attack with both of these now. Pass. Not gonna attack still. Yeah, at least I got all these flying creatures for days. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, just gonna pass again. Not even bothering to attack, which is really nice. He's a 2. This is like a perfect board state. I'm just gonna try and maintain this board state as is. So in other words, if he tries to cast something that fucks it up, I'll just mana leak it. I'll just mana leak anything he tries to do to destroy my board state. Okay, technically my creature was still targeted, even if the spell is countered. Again, let's just open up Scryfall. Tallow-Wisp. Again, Scryfall. What is the power of Tallow-Wisp? Because that's another card I've never seen before. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may search your library for an aura card with enchant creature, reveal it, and put it into your hand. I've never seen this thing. Ain't no way we're memorizing trivia for... We don't have, like, all the cards from, like, Alpha to Kaladesh in here, but... we still have most of them. Honestly, if you took a drain... if you, like, took a shot for every time, like, I saw a card that I've never seen before, like, that could potentially kill you. Centaur Shaman. Everybody's starting with the Spectre. Like, the worst case scenario, it's the Spectre. I hope I don't lose this one. I mean, there was a reason I just grabbed a duplicate of this when I was offered any duplicate card of my choice. There's a reason why I duplicated this. I know I can't block this, so it's probably in my best interest to just... attack and spawn a token. Mirror Crusader probably would have been, like, the best card to keep. Cleanse is nice. Unless that gets ripped out of my hand, too. Mana Leak this. Lost my Archangel. Pass. Still probably gonna lose the cleanse, let's see. Told you so. Yeah, now I'm in top deck mode. Land. Giant Growth. And that's a 6/6. Another land. Yeah, I'm bringing in the second copy of Ancestral Recall. I'm bringing that in. I needed, like, an immediate answer to the Spectre, and I did not get it. It just simply wasn't there. I needed to literally remove that immediately, and I couldn't. This guy's gonna start with it, too. I'm going first. This is really good. Plains, Source to Plowshares, Hypnotic Spectre. Yeah, you better believe that's the first thing I remove. Terminate. That is fine, I guess. I already got some value out of him. He left 2 soldiers behind that I can still attack with. Nighthawk. Bolt. Copy Mantis Rider. One more attack. Holy shit. True name Nemesis in the next duel. Spectre! There are other, like, black cards these enemies can start with, but it's always this. How is it always the Spectre? We're always landing on the Spectre every time. It's ridiculous. I can't block, so I should definitely attack, that's for sure. Source of plowshares. So in other words, the one way I could have gotten rid of it. And my entire hand happens to be land, which is really, really funny. Really funny, actually. Maybe I could play this next turn, maybe? Unless that gets ripped out of my hand, too. I believe I can do Sacred Foundry untapped. I have like 2 versions of this game on my computer. The one with like the pretty much the original card pool, I never figured out how to have it like not mess with the resolutions on its own windows. This version doesn't really do that. I don't understand why in either case. He's gonna rip the cleanse, right? Oh wow, he didn't. Cleanse. Anyways. Ooh, dungeon treasure. Or castle treasure, I should say. But that's who I'm looking for, ultimately. He's right there. That's the Greater Lich again. If I can just get past this Djinn. And then I have, like, yeah, 2 free die rolls. I can just hope to land on something good for the Greater Lich if I just jump. We're going for it. Vampire Bats. It starts with Vampire Bats. That's infinitely less scary than Spectre. Way more manageable than Spectre. Fetchland, Tundra, Precinct Captain, Skull Clamp, Recall, Keep Hand. Skull Clamp. That's gonna be a Sacred Foundry. Captain. Pass. It's already gone. Hopefully this can survive a turn cycle as well. Kitchen Finks. If that dies, I'll draw 2 cards. Even if it doesn't, I'll be doing extra damage with a +1/-1. Pass. Scavenging Ooze. Mana Leak. Counter it. Recall. Mirror Crusader. That is fine. I'll just pass. Ooze. I'll just bolt this thing while he's tapped out and can't just pay green mana to exile stuff out of graveyards, and if it's creatures that he exiles, it's just gonna get bigger. Seven. Starting to get within kill range here. Drawn a Liberator of Malak here. I'm gonna bolt that. I'm gonna Oblivion Ring the creature with Persist. Doesn't get the death trigger that way. It's in the bag. And now I'm gonna look at the 2 die rolls that are free. Mantis Rider, that's pretty strong. That's pretty solid to just take into this duel. I think that'll be good enough. I'm gonna Mantis Rider going into Azar. Not so scared with the Spectre ain't so scary if Mantis Rider can just hold it back. Let's go for it. Let's do this. Good hand, good hand. One land hand. That's much better. Oh, that's really good, actually. Mulligans to 3. That's really good. Choose a card to put on the bottom. I won't put any. Okay, just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side. Lotus. To just... Okay, and then Edict, so I lose that. Pass. Alright, he's just gonna draw a bunch of cards back, I see. Alright, the creature with protection from black. Mantis Rider. Let's start attacking. Already got him to 15. I mean, he's paying a bunch of life to draw cards with greed. I'm gonna lose the last 2 cards in my hand. I'll hold on to this Bolt. Bloodghast. Waste not whenever I discard. Yeah, I put, like, tons of targeted discard. Stuff like Hint to Turok, Thoughtseize, Mind Twist, multiple copies of Mind Twist. I filled this guy's deck with discard cards. So, of course, we're going to throw some copies of Waste Not in there, just for him to gain additional value as I'm, like, discarding all my cards in my hand. Recall. I'll draw 3. True Name Nemesis. Yeah, I think he's screwed. I think he's done for. I can survive that. Dark Confidant. Go draw Spectre. We're gonna Bolt Bob. Oh, he's actually dead. This is gonna do 4 damage total. It's 2 times 2 because it's double strike, and then this is simply impossible to block. Ladies and gents, we got him. That was crazy lucky. Recall, True Name Nemesis. Yeah, I was seeing all my best cards pretty much that game. Only thing we didn't really see was like Skull Clamp with something that's just gonna mass produce 1/1 tokens. And of course Library of Alexandria, but even then with the cards I was discarding and with how fast I was playing all the cards in my hand, we weren't really going to be, like, doing stuff with library anyways. I don't really need black cards, though, unfortunately. But I can take them. If we go into the lands, we can still take lands that make mana of any color. That's still always something we can do. I guess maybe also just another Death's Shadow because I can sell it for lots of money. Yeah, remember these sell for tons of money. So that. Just 2 rainbow lands and a Death's Shadow. That's all we're gonna do. Yeah, pretty epic combat indeed. So the 2 like villages that were under control of the Black Wizard, Not anymore. Probably not dueling against, like, any more black opponents so cleanse can come out. Sells for $12.95. The Death Shadow. I'm gonna check, like, another city and maybe just get more money there offered to me. Can't believe Library of Alexandria sells for so little. It's, like, arguably, like, literally the best land card in the game. Quite debatably. Why does this sell for $4.50? This card is just terrible. So what are we gonna put into our deck? We'll try this. If I control fewer creatures than an opponent, I can make 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, and I am playing Skull Clamp, so I can just Skull Clamp those tokens into, like, 2 cards each if I want. So yeah, we're trying this. Maybe this will be... Unless I go to the green castle next. Because these are also protection from green as well. Absolutely gonna save the game. White Amulet. I do believe I want that still. How far east do I gotta go? Okay, not that far. That's pretty nice. Palace Jailer, that's nice. I'm gonna be able to play for that, so I'm gonna go for it. That's a solid card right there. 4 mana is a bit steep, but that's still a really solid card right there. I'm fine with this coming in tapped. I'm gonna do Preordain. I got plenty of land already. Stoneforge Mystic. Search Sword of Kaldra. I forgot I put that in there. Hopefully that was the right call. Mirror Crusader. Pass. Well. Oblivion Ring, Oblivion Ring. I know that sounds stupid, but... I know that sounds really silly. Mana leak. Okay, he's at 14. Stonehewer Giant. I feel like I should get rid of that. Let's see your hand. Copy any equipment. He has no equipment right now, thankfully. Okay. So that's his hand. This sadly came in too late, didn't it? 11. Lightning Greaves, which you can copy. Okay, I'm at 4. Maybe this won't be so straightforward anymore. I mean, I can always just block his creatures and probably kill some. That's what I'm gonna hope for, at least. At least that's what I hope for. Unless he just... Okay, he's just moving the lightning greaves around. Moving them around some more. Oh, finally we're attacking. Finally attacking with something. Holy shit. Does this have first strike? Or just have haste and flying and shit? Well, there's only one way to stay in the game. Shroud on that thing. Forgot about that. I forgot about this one. I think this should go without saying I'm probably not gonna win. I'm just gonna concede. Save him the trouble of having to just re-equip his lightning greaves 10 times. I'm just saving him the trouble. I really wanted that Palace Jailer, though. You must duel this summoner. The evil green wizard has sent his most trusted servant to test your strength. 27 life. I only lose a mana leak if I fail, but... let's try to not fail. Let's still try not to. I think that's fine to come in tapped for now. None or elves. I'm gonna bolt the elves. Pass. Sylvan Library. Draw. Send this into attack. Pass. Pay 4 life once. Draw an extra card. Tarmogoyf. One of the best 2-drops ever printed. At least I can fly over it. Pass. I'll let this hit me. Another Tarmogoyf. Okay. Let's draw. Yep. This should hold them back. Put 2 back. Sylvan Caryatid, okay. Draw. Oh, nice, Skull Clamp. Timely reinforcements. Let's gain some life and spawn some dudes. Then Skull Clamp. And equip it to the Mirren Crusader. That's gonna get me to Skull Clamp. 4 life left. Pass. Not paying 4 life at this point, clearly. No, my Skull Clamp! I mean, I guess I technically got to do something. Chump block the Tarmogoyfs. Anyways, the summoner's not gonna come back from this. Anyways, yeah, you're not coming back from that. You will not survive that. Cornwall Tavern's under attack. Conveniently, I'm already headed there. Funny how I'm already headed there. Would I like secrets from the Green Castle, 1 green jewel, or to duel anyway? I'll take an amulet. 3 green jewels. For bursts of speed? I'll take those for bursts of speed. So you said it was a Goblin Lord attacking this place. I'm just gonna go to the... I'm gonna go here. Anyways, yeah, I gotta beat up this goblin. That could be worse. It's just a measly 1-1, but it is a goblin. I feel like that is important to mention that it is a goblin. Let's keep my options open. Play the land that can make mana of any color. Helix the Chieftain. There we go, there we go, there's another land. Blue? Okay, I tapped my lands correctly. Goblin Pile Driver. I'm gonna Lightning Bolt that because that gets, you know, a lot of goblins on the board, that gets really strong really quickly, so I'm just gonna bolt that immediately. Krenko Mob Boss. You tap this and it just makes, yeah, X 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, where X is the number of goblins you control. Pretty much should kill this thing on sight. That can just pretty much swarm the field by itself, given enough turns. If that goes unanswered for just a few turns, yeah, it's just gonna completely, like, swarm the board. Sure. So I create a goblin that makes it so all my creatures must attack if able. Creatures you control attack each combat if able. So let's attack then. Anyways, I still beat him, no problem. Free 1/1 in the next duel. Sell card for 3240. That's for the Death's Shadow, by the way. Sell for 3,240. They're offering me apparently that much in this town for the Death's Shadow. Which is precisely why I bought the thing. I'm gonna get rid of some more cards I'm actually probably never gonna use. Cindermarsh. A land that will only, like... yeah, it won't untap the turn you tap it for colored mana. Never gonna play it. This sells for 540. The Decree of Pain. Draw Stripper for 430. Holy crap, and that's just a random common. What is Foul Spirit? I don't think I've ever seen this card before. When Foul Spirit enters the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Sell it. Yeah, if I want to play a mill deck, that would be amazing, but I'm Not really doing that. Necropolis of Azar. This thing just takes way... This thing just consumes way too much mana for how little it does. Yeah, so we're sitting on, like, what? 33,000 gold and counting. $480 for the Undermine. $165 for the Windseeker Centaur. Didn't that card come out of, like, a book? Didn't that card come out of a book or something? Like... I think, like, before I was even born, maybe? That sells for $180. Security detail for $500. And it's, like, god-awful, like, outright unplayable. You have Shroud. There might be some weird situation where that could come in handy. Maybe. $525 for Blood Moon. I'm not playing a deck, really, where I can just afford to play Blood Moon. I'm playing too many non-basic lands for this to actually be something I could realistically play. Gavinion Hull, that was really strong and limited. I mean, like, when you have, like, a much better selection of cards to work with, Galvanion Hallow's not gonna cut it anymore. We're nearing, like, what? We're nearing, like, what? 40,000 gold, I believe. If we keep selling cards, we're gonna be at 40,000. And probably, like, never do anything with it at this rate. I still have like 124 cards in my collection, and 36,000 gold in the bank. Save. And we'll just probably call it a night here. It's getting late.